Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter.
Here we go.
So Anaheim will get the first possession. On the wing, Brandon Roy. It's hauled in by George. And so George will bring it up for Miami. The wide open look for Durant. From outside, off the mark. Here's Anaheim. Here's Curry. Not going to go that time. Nice defense from KD. Outside, O'Neal. Second chance shot. Pass to KD. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point land. The shot's good on the assist by George.
From way, way downtown, Durant truly knows no limits.
It's blocked by Shaq. And now the fast break, Durant with the ball. Takes the three.
Out of bounds.
And the rejection by Holmgren. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's James. On the wing, James. The tray. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
When LeBron's shooting like that, nothing you can do defensively.
And the rejection by James. And that's out of bounds. Anaheim will retain possession. And so just over a minute and a half played. Connects from three-point range. Here's James. Launches a three. Hits the three-point bomb. James has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Heat.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now James. Paul George missing from long range. And the shot goes down. LeBron's got 8 points.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
LeBron, no luck. Anaheim trails by 6. Hole with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. And the rejection by Giannis. Launches it. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively. But how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Now George, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. We've got 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. Puts up a deep three from beyond the arc and then some. 11 points in the game.
From way back there. I mean, LeBron's just showing off now.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. "16 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Anticipation and length Makes Giannis a great shot blocker.
He got it up. That shot off. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Heat leading by 9. And we'll get things started in the second quarter. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
I love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Kicks it out to LeBron. Pass to Reeves. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Paul George right now 1 step ahead of his defender, using the old pump fake.
Anaheim shooting their first free throws of the game. And both free throws good for Paul George.
Well, you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And here is LeBron. He's got 11. Just 5 on the clock. Giannis left side. And another basket for Miami.
And just no panic from Giannis. He's excellent at making sure to get off a good look in time. And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Knocked loose. And stolen by Malone. And sent back by PD.
Durant covering a lot of territory with his length.
Timeout called, Anaheim. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Hard to stop Turner in close. As soon as he has prime positioning, he is going for the slam.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Here's Mutombo. Fires from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Mutombo, a defensive force, a long, intelligent player who plays well on both ends of the floor.
And so Mutombo nails both of them.
welcome to 2K Sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Here we go. And so off the tip, it's the Magic. Leonard outside. Screen by Durant. Pass to Davis. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
Love the readiness of AD. He's already prepared himself to shoot before receiving the ball.
Here's Curry. The rebound by Allen.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Davis, a screen. Back to Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
And Durant doesn't need to get up too high to throw it down. I think he could be dunking well into his 60s.
To the paint. Holmgren. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker. It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
James outside. Misses the three. Anaheim on offense. It's a three-point game. To the inside. Here's Bowl. Pass to George. From outside the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
You've got to be alert to where George is out on that perimeter, because that jumper of his has become dangerous.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Oh, no good. And they're running. And here's Davis. Puts the move on. Deflected. And here's Curry for three. Orlando with the rebound. Throws it up high. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Pass to Roy. From deep three-point land. Anaheim with another miss.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and it was maybe a step out of his range.
Here's Roy. Now here's Bowl. Check by James. Here's Roy. He buries it from three.
One of Roy's specialties is the catch and shoot. Outstanding in that regard.
Inside. And Durant with the big finish.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
And here's Curry for three. Kevin Durant pulls it in. And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for the Magic. They trail by one. Leonard outside. 46 seconds left now in the first quarter. Ooh, nice D from George. Pass to Curry. A deep three. The long distance three is buried.
This is exactly the kind of unique range that Curry has. I mean, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to get up on it.
Durant. Rejected by Bol. Outside Curry. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Kicks it to George. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Curry. On the wing, Curry. From downtown. Curry with another miss. And he lobs it up top. And finished off by Davis.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special. And they pulled it off just right.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for Anaheim, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Pass to Malone. Down low. It's stolen by James. To the middle. Here's Durant. Outside for Davis. The fadeaway. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And here's Anaheim now. And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul. Anaheim making a switch here. Here's Wade. On the wing, Reeves. Here's Wade. Down low. And it's Holmgren missing. Here we go. Here's Davis. Look at Davis go to work on the interior.
This is why they feed Davis inside. I mean, they know how much of a beast he is down there, and he eats good.
And he's going for the lob. Ooh, stolen by Allen. And here they come. Timeout called. Anaheim.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Anaheim making a switch here. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. And here's Curry for threes. Curry buries the triple.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
Orlando calls timeout. Orlando trails by 3. Pass to Davis. Orlando again missing.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Davis. Here's Leonard. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Leonard's got his first 2 points.
I like Leonard's shot right there. He's very comfortable from that distance.
And he lobs it up. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Hill drives in. Pass to Roy. A minute 53 left to play in the first half. Back to Hill. Fires the three. Anaheim with another miss.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Allen. Still no points. Durant surveying the D. Inside. Just 4 to shoot. And the shot falls short that time.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Curry's shot is off. Knocked away. Here's Orlando. Pass to Davis. 17-foot shot on the way. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
Those long arms of AD help him on jumpers. He pretty much can't get to a shot because he's so long and extends on him.
Now here's Holmgren. To the wing, right side. Holmgren with a big reach.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
An open look for Durant. Cans it from the wing. Durant's got 6.
I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. To the inside. Holmgren. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Holmgren's got his second basket of the game. Anaheim making a switch here. Outside Curry. Fires the three. Leonard pulls down the board. Here's the break. Here's Durant. 11 feet out. That one is off. It'll count. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Anaheim ahead, up 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Orlando calls timeout.
Started.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Anaheim. They lead by 1. Curry, no good.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Pass to Bull. Now here's Curry. From deep three-point land. The shot no good. And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul of the game. Outside Harden to the paint. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go. Neither able to land the knockout blow.
Count it.
Nice job executing inside. When you give Roy these kinds of looks, he's going to cash those in.
All alone from mid-range. You got to think he's kicking himself.
Now Curry. 6 points for him. From deep. Orlando with a rebound.
I think he's going completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Pass to Smith. Shoots over George. Here's Duncan. Banked it in off the glass. Duncan's got 4 points this quarter.
Solid job positioning and really good intensity and focus from Duncan that time to get to that second shot opportunity.
Timeout called. Anaheim. Here's Roy. 5 points in the game. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Roy has a special knack for drawing fouls. He's really excellent at getting defenders off balance and forcing them to foul.
Good on both. Orlando trails by 3. To the inside. Here's Smith. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Smith's got his first points in this one.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
George feels it out a bit. Driving in. Shots blocked.
Excellent defensive timing that time by Tim Duncan.
And here's Anaheim now. It's a 1-point game. Shot clock at 6. The steal. And here's the fast break. Outside Harden. Pass to Duncan. Fades. And that's good. Off the glass that time. Duncan's got 6.
You know, that shot is virtually automatic for Duncan. I mean, he's extremely dependable in that mid-range area.
Thompson with it. Guarded down by Bull. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
And here's Anaheim now. Orlando making their last shot. There's 5 on the clock. George. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one.
Well, that's a smooth-looking jumper by Paul George. I mean, he's one of the more gifted scorers in the league, and there's no place on the floor where he can't hurt you.
Orlando shooting their first free throws of this game. That free throw is good from Thompson.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
No good on the second free throw. Down low. Here's Malone.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good.
You know, Moses Malone is a true two-way player. He's an outstanding talent on both ends of the floor, able to score in dominating fashion, and really a ferocious rebounder.
He makes 1 or 2 that time. Here's Orlando. They lead by 1. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Duncan. Anaheim with the rebound. Here's Malone. That shot is off.
Well, at least he had the presence of mind to change his shot when the defense got on him. You got to improvise sometimes.
Orlando shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. One second left. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. Orlando ahead, up by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. Orlando leading by 4. Here's Worthy. Pass to Smith. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
He does not lack the confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Outside Reeves to the middle. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
Timeout. Magic. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard the Magic coach as he addressed his team. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now, keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Here's Malone. Up top, George. James with the rebound. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Magic. 4-point game. And Davis slams it home.
Yes, sir. AD threw it down easily.
George has the open look. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. Orlando leading by 6. Here's James. Freight train coming. LeBron gets to the rim.
You know, LeBron plays a very mistake-free game, usually in the open court. And when he's out on the break, the points are almost a guarantee.
And stolen by Holmgren. Here's Wade. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Pass to Durant. Davis a screen. James outside. Shot clock at 5. Tipped away. Back to Durant. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. And the Magic lead by 9.
When it comes to catch and shoot situations, Durant as reliable as it gets.
Timeout called. Anaheim. Here's Curry. James with a steal. It's stolen by Curry. In transition. Oh, had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't make the three. Orlando leading by 9. Pass to James. Back to Davis. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Davis has gotten 4 this quarter.
Watching Davis do work like this is special.
And here's Curry for 3. Davis with a rebound.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
And Allen gets it to go.
It was going back and forth for a bit, but now they're certainly looking like the better team.
That won't go either for Curry. Here's Orlando. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's Allen. And the shot is good after hitting off the rim. And the Magic lead by 15.
Should just about do it. Big time shot in the final stretches here.
And they deserve it. They deserve to celebrate a dominant performance in what's going to be a blowout win.
Inside. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Off the inbound. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Boy, Ray Allen's bounce, I think, is underrated. This guy's more than a spot-up shooter.
And here's Curry for 3s. And another 3 for Anaheim. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Denied by Leonard.
Those long arms and big hands of Leonard helping him send that one back.
12 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And he makes a first. He's off on the second. The open shot by Allen. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. And so Orlando takes the win. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, we'll see the Bobcats as they go up against Anaheim. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. So Anaheim will get the first possession. Pass to Roy. Outside for Curry. And there it is for him.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Bobcats. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
And it's Anaheim with the ball. Here's Curry. Wants to get it to Reed and does. Here's Roy. Reed a screen. A nice shot by Roy.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
Yeah, showing absolutely zero fear as he goes right at the bigger defender.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Turner. To the inside. Here's Mobley. Lays it up and banks it in.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And Anderson slams it in.
And how about the attitude of Anderson there? Whenever he gets room to take off, he is going to capitalize with the throwdown.
Now here's Williams. Out to Turner. 5 on the clock. Driving inside. Nasty move. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Anaheim. With the shot. The rebound by Anderson. 3 on 3. A shot by Middleton. Wide open. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And how smooth is that jumper? Middleton making it look easy from the corner.
And another miss by Anaheim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Count that one.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Inside. Pass to Turner. Reed with the steal. Outside Roy. With the drive. And then Roy with the jam.
Once Roy takes that first step, the defense knows trouble is on the way, and then he's just able to slice right through them.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Towns with the steal. And here's the fast break. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Hill. Here he goes. And Hill throws it down.
Yeah, that says it all right there. Grant Hill finishing the drive with some thunder. When he's moving at full speed, boy, it looks like he can fly.
Now here's Robertson. Back to Turner. To the middle. Here's Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
I'll tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Back to Towns. Stolen by Middleton. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Anaheim on top. They're up by 3. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Anaheim.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
Back to Davis. Reed with the steal. Wade can't hit.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Nobody near George. Good, and the assist goes to James. And it's a tie ball game.
And this is what Paul George does. He looks for any opening on the floor to create opportunities for his team.
Now here's Brunson. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Both teams will make substitutions. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Outside, Towns. Fires for 3, and it's sent back by Robertson. And that's out of bounds. Anaheim will retain possession. Here's Brunson. Tries a 3 off the inbound. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Robertson right side. Robertson is double. Here's Duncan. Robertson drives in. Back to Duncan. Bucket 6. Fires from deep. Robertson can't get it to go. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Anaheim. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. On defense, the Bobcats. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Here's LeBron. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Davis.
And LeBron used to getting hit. This is the level of attention this man attracts from the D.
And both free throws good for LeBron.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Pass to Duncan. Back to Robertson. Outside, James. They set the pick for 3. 6 on the shot clock. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Showing some range. LeBron more than capable of hurting you from deep.
And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Outside for Roy. Five to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you have to appreciate the work ethic that Roy has. A true gym rat. And this guy just wants to get better.
Roy hits them both.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Pass to Reed. Nice D from Malone. They can get back in front with some points right here.
Yeah, they got behind, but really hung in there and didn't let the score get out of hand.
And how about the floor awareness there? Wade plays like a much older player.
Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Roy.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now here's Malone. Pass to Robertson. There's 38 seconds left in the second quarter. Turner with the screen. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Robertson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bobcats.
And the painted area is where Robertson can destroy you. He's just too strong and too skilled.
And the jam by Stephen Curry.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Down low. Here's Turner. And Turner throws it down.
Nice pass inside. Making things easy for him now.
Pass to Curry. This one for 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bobcats lead by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Bobcats leading by 3. In the corner, it's James. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Poke loose. Pass to James. Anaheim grabs the miss. Here's Roy. And here's Reed. Lets the 3 fly. Roy can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Roy from outside.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. After the miss from Evan Mobley. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
Bobcats leading by 7. No good from Duncan.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
How about the quickness on the drive from Curry? The moment he finds his opening, that guy is off to the races.
Down low. Here's Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Anaheim trails by 7. Right side Curry. Out to Brunson. Back to Curry. Mobley a screen. Curry on the wing. 6 points for him. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Curry's got 8 points.
Just shows you how impressive Curry's shooting ability is, that he can adjust for any distance.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside, George. Inside. Pass to Anderson. Just 4 to shoot. And out of bounds as Anaheim gains possession. .114 left in the third. Brunson scanning the floor. A fadeaway. And that one hits back iron. Bobcats leading by 5. Ahead. Here's Turner, and it's Jalen Brunson with the rebound.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Here's Turner, and Turner throws it down.
Hard to stop Turner in close. As soon as he has prime positioning, he is going for the slam.
And it's sent back by George. Mobley left side. Outside Roy. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Brunson. Out to the right wing. Reed bounce pass. Some nice ball movement by Anaheim. Deflects the pass. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Harper. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Bobcats. They lead by 7. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Anaheim trails by 7. Fires from way outside. The deep 3 by Brunson.
With how fast Brunson plays, his pull-up is really unguarded.
Here's Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And there are subtleties to Big Cat's approach. Nice pump fake that time.
And Towns drops them both. Now LeBron. Davis with it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And one of the best big men in the game, Davis, continuing to prove how dominant he is.
Anaheim making a switch here. And both free throws good for Davis. Anaheim trails by 6. In the corner, it's James. Wow, the athleticism of LeBron James.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Outside, Davis. And he's good on the 3-ball. Davis has got the lead up to 7 now for the Bobcats.
It's always a good sign when the 3 is falling for Davis. It really opens up the rest of his game.
Here's Curry. Shot clock at 6. And the 3 off target. Bobcats leading by 7. Pass to Robertson. Duncan outside. On the wing, Williams. Takes a shot at the elbow. Robertson outside. And the Bobcats another 3.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. So both teams making some changes here. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. Now, Coach challenged him. He said, this goes beyond this game. Show me how much heart you have for this season. Fight until the final buzzer. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Anaheim trails by 10. On deep, Brunson. Pass to Davis. There's 1:38 left in the 4th quarter. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And with all the different things he does, you expect AD to put up points every night. He's a lot to handle.
Brunson, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots. And heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And here's Brunson. After the 3-pointer from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Brunson with another miss. Here's the Bobcats with the ball. They're on a 16-4 run right now. Reed. Davis, that's for 2. Off target from the wing. And here's Brunson. They'll bring it up for Anaheim. It's a 16-point game.
Yeah, they can count this one in the win column. It has been a tremendous effort.
Yeah, look, sometimes you just break your opponent's spirit, and I think this has been one of those times.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Anaheim. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Pass to Reed. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Right side, George. Clock at 4. Paul George with the steal. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Three-pointer. And so the Bobcats take the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating for. The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. And tonight we'll see Anaheim as they go up against the Lakers. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And it's going to be Los Angeles off the tip. Brown inside the line. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Pass to Pakusevsky. No good. Some solid defense from Brown. And Benyama outside. Easily for three. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Herter with it. Now defended by Wiggins. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Known for being a scorer, Herter is good at staying active and then looking to capitalize inside.
Wiggins with it. Launches it. Villar with the rebound. He's break Anaheim.
Pokusevsky with great timing there in the soft hands.
Here's Beasley. And he goes right over Sadiq Bey and slams it down.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Beasley for three. Offensive rebound. Pass to Brown. Beasley outside. Shot clock at 5. From past the arc. Anaheim grabs the miss. Here's Winslow. The kick out to Williams. Now Pokuševski. Outside Williams. Ball stolen. Basket counts.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And Michael Beasley picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Williams. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And here's Daniels. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And stolen by Aldridge. Outside Williams. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And I like the subtle adjustment he made to create a little space for that one.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot.
Anaheim leading by 3. There's a screen by Toppin. Outside, Jones. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. There's 31 seconds left here in the first half of the game. Off target at the rim. Outside Williams. From deep three-point territory. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. Daniels from outside. Buries it from three-point range. Daniels has got 5 points so far. Williams looking over the floor. From 17 feet out. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And it's Anaheim with the ball. There's Winslow. And the dunk by Winslow.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Here's Banton. Rebound by Jang.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Here's Banton. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Toppin with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. Now here's Williams. Pass to Herter. Just 5 to shoot. From the line. And it comes off the front of the rim. Los Angeles trails by 5. Now Sanders. An offensive rebound. Here's Jock. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Here's Banton. Fires the three. And that one's good. Shot. And that ties it up.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Williams with the steal. 2 points. That one goes.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Here's Chuck. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And this is the time when you want to lock it down defensively. Thus far, not happening.
I'm looking out there trying to find one guy at least interested in playing defense. Not that last possession.
And Saddiq Bey picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Anaheim making a switch here. Here's Banton. And the shot falls short this time. Winslow with it. And the dunk by Winslow.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Here's Pavlovich. No good with the triple. Now Bey. And Bey throws it down.
And rise up, Mr. Bey. That was ultra close range.
Into the lane. Here's Banton. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And it's Gallinari missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And here's Beasley. Up top, Brown. Latrey. The shot missing. No one near Herter as he lets it fly. And another miss by Anaheim. Wembanyama with it. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Here's Pokusevski. Misses the 3. Now Wembanyama. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Here's Anaheim. They lead by 1. With the drive. Yes, that goes in. Winslow's got 9 points here in the second half. It's Beasley on the wing. Pass to Brown. Now here's Beasley. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Wiggins drawn the double team. Here is Daniels. And they're unable to get the time basket there. Now, Pokusevski. He's covered by Brown. To the wing on the left. Here's Hurt. Lets it go from deep. Traps in the tray.
That's what Herter does best, an absolute sniper from behind the arc.
Beasley for three. And Winslow pulls it down. Knocks it loose. Pass to Beasley. Here's Wembanyama. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. To the middle. Here's Pokusevski.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
The kick out to Brown. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. Beasley outside. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing here by 8.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Winslow's shot is off. Down low. Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Pass to Daniel. To tie it up. On the wing, Wiggins. It's Wembanyama, top of the key. Puts up a deep three. Pokusevski grabs the miss.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Anaheim.
This throwback approach they've taken, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint, and so far it's working.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff, and you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
It's stolen by Brown, and now Wembanyama pushing it up with no one back to stop him.
He runs so well for his size. Wembanyama knows how to finish on the break.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Troy Daniels. That's foul number 2 for him. And here's Herter. Pass to Bay. Back to Herter. Rebounded by the Lakers. Wembanyama high post. Daniel from outside. It's good from long range. It's a tie ball game.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Winslow's shot is off. They break it out 5-on-3. Victor Wembanyama.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
To end the run. And the dunk by Winslow.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Pokusevski with the ball. Some nice ball movement by Anaheim. Those 3-pointers off the mark. And here is Los Angeles now. Beasley with a clean look. Kept alive. And Sadiq Bey picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Beasley. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make him pay.
You might see this in the early part of the game, but at this stage in the game, that's just really something unacceptable. He's a great mid-range scorer.
Anaheim grabs the miss. Wembanyama with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Brown. And a missed layup.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
Here's Bollards. And he makes good on the layup.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
So it's Anaheim picking up the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony and Brett Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching our 2K Sports broadcast. So long. Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Barry. And stolen by Miller. Pass to Ballar. It's tipped. And stolen by Sharp. Here's the break. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Oh, good pass right there from Sharp. These types of plays really help team chemistry.
We know, Grant, there are many roads that lead to the modern NBA. And Shaedon Sharp took his own unique path.
Yeah, Kevin, you could say that again. I mean, he was on the Kentucky campus as a player, but never participated in a collegiate game. And then all of a sudden finding himself at the top end of the NBA draft without ever playing a college game.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Takes it inside. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And good quickness there. Sharp, exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
Anaheim shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. First one falls for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Stripped it away. Outside Korver. Back to Daniels. Miller outside. Puts up a deep three. Sabonis grabs the ball.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Sabonis shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
So he gets them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Ballar with the bucket. Bular's got 6.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Bogdanovich. Back to Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
.111 left here in the first half. Out left to the wing. Back to Sabonis. Pass to Sharp. Here's Kamare. Guarded by Korver. Left side Sabonis. Buries it down low.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Outside Korver. Charity stripe shot. No good off the front iron. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Nice vision from the youngster. Sharp that time.
To the left wing. Pass to Marbury. There's Ballar. And he drops that one in. Bular's got 8 points.
That's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
And then Sharp with the dunk.
Whether you're new to the league like Sharp or a veteran, throwing it down, no better feeling.
Here's Marbury. Outside Korver. Pass to Bullar. Misses from short range. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That free throw good from Doncic. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Sonics, they lead by 4. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. Anaheim trails by 4. Outside Korver. Here's Marbury. Jackson with the screen. Doncic with the block.
The anticipation is there for Luka on defense.
Pass to Kamare. And here's Sharp. He's covered by Daniels. And now Daniels pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Anaheim making a switch here. And here is Doncic. To the middle. Here's Sharp. Korver with the defensive effort. Pass to Wembanyama. Now Daniels. Wembanyama with it. Defended by Sabonis. Wembanyama down low. That one good for 2. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside. And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Bogdanovich with it. Now Valanciunas defending. 5 to shoot. Back to Korver. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here we go. Here's Sharp. Rebounded by Jackson. A 3 from Wembanyama. The shot, no good. It's tipped. And it's sent back by Sabonis. Here's Kamara. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Pass to Korver. Sabonis with the ball. Count the basket.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Wembanyama. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Back to Daniels. Some nice ball movement by Anaheim. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Nobody near Williams. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition when no one's on you, great shot there.
Wembanyama deadly inside.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Out to the wing. The screen from Thompson. Vanderbilt gets a wide-open look. And the rejection by Wembanyama. To take the lead. Vanderbilt with the rebound. And Thompson throws it down.
And for Rui, that guy was wide open, so that's an easy delivery.
Pass to Wembanyama. Doesn't go for him.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Anaheim trails by 4. Three-pointer. Thompson with the rebound. Here's Vanderbilt. Hands it from downtown. Vanderbilt's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Paul. That's not a good look at all.
And Hachimura at 6'8", no problem for him to get up.
Now Daniels. And it's Miller in the corner. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. To the right side. And a wide open look for Hachimura. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in. Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game. This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the three.
Here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Miller with a wide open look. Miller with another miss. All going up court. Here's Vanderbilt. Cans the 12-footer.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
And so they get the victory here at home. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that'll do it, folks. So, for Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Kevin Harlan, thanking you for The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. And at our table tonight, I'm alongside Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And I'm Kevin Harlan. Welcome, everyone.
Here we go.
So it'll be Chicago off the tip. And that one is good from Hartenstein.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Back to Love. And Love throws it down.
Now, when you give up these second chance opportunities, I don't know what you expect. Kevin Love is going to find a way to get in there and make something good happen.
Brown trying to free himself up. Here's Nance. Second shot opportunity. And it's blocked by Brown. An even 3-on-3 break. Pass to Edwards. Shot's good. Brown making the play.
And he's a true inside-out threat. Edwards wants to score from everywhere on the floor.
Feibel for three. Back to Nance. It's tipped. Now here's Edwards. Williams looking around. To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. Here's Brown. Pass to Hartenstein. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the three. Love grabs the board. Now Oladipo. Back to Nance. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Nice job by Larry Nance to fight through contact.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And that drops, so they now lead by one. And so Edwards will bring it up for Chicago. And it's Williams throwing it down.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Edwards. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Hartenstein with it. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. 6 to shoot. Brown with the bucket.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Outside Williams. Back to Brown. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot, no good. Good defense by Wembanyama. And it's blocked. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. Out to Edwards. Chicago calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
And a new group getting ready for Anaheim. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around to the inside. Anaheim grabs the miss. Here's Edwards. Pass to Thibault. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Edwards. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Chicago leads by 5. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Anaheim trails by 5. Oladipo outside. Pass to Thibault. From the arc. He doesn't hit that one.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Splitter, that's good.
Well, and that is Splitter's comfort zone there. He's so gifted in the post and usually finds some ways to capitalize on shots like he did there.
Now, here's Oladipo. Out to Nance. Pass to Oladipo. Thibault for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Thibault got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Well, take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
And he gets it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his first points in this one.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
Pass to Nance. Back to Oladipo. For the 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Outside Williams. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Thibault.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game. This is a nice connection with Larry Nance Jr. Throw it his way. He'll take care of the rest.
Anaheim making a switch here. Anaheim trails by 4. Pass to Thibault. Lets it go with the 3. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Brown. Defended by Thibault. Offensive rebound. Back to Splitter. Launches it. And again, Chicago. No good. Here's 4. Thibault for 3. Kwame Brown pulls it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Splitter with no one around. And again, Chicago. No good. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for Anaheim. 4-point game. Jacks up a 3. 4, no good. Here's Chicago. Moving it up. And Brown throws it down hard.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And another miss by Anaheim.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Thibault on the wing. Here's Thorns. Sinks the three-pointer.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
To the left side wing. Here's Splitter. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
And the shot goes in.
And a big man who moves like a guard. Wembanyama is an absolute terror when he slices inside.
Splitter, that's good.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Here's 4. A wide open look here for Oladipo. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Oladipo. Some nice ball movement by Anaheim. A three-pointer is right on target. Oladipo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Brown. Here's Splitter. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Splitter working his tail off here tonight on the glass. Good at slipping by guys to kind of get those second chance opportunities.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. On defense, Anaheim. They trail by 3. Outside Williams. Shot clock at 6. Going inside. Up and in on the layup. Now Oladipo. Pass to Thibault. It's up a 3. Chicago grabs the miss.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Nance with it. It's hauled in by Edwards. Back to Brown. No good from outside. Anaheim trails by 5. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander.
How about the vertical of Gilgeous-Alexander, a guard who can get up and throw it down.
Love outside. And another miss by Anaheim. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Splitter. Love grabs the board.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
It's Oladipo on the wing. And the 3-ball is good.
Some confidence from Victor Oladipo, and why not? He's got the green light in this offense.
Here's Williams. Nance with some nice D. Here's Anaheim. 4-point game. Rebounded by Brown.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Bullseye. Here's Oladipo. Second chance shot. Yes, that goes in.
Such a good score on the inside, finding just a bit of space, and then Oladipo confident to knock that one in.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Splitter. Left side Edwards. Splitter, that's good. Splitter's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Oladipo, good.
Excellent display of timing on the catch and shoot there. Oladipo plays quick but smart.
To tie it up. And Anaheim with another 3.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Well, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And it's Anaheim with the ball. And then Oladipo with the jam.
Yeah, it's that guy again, Victor Oladipo, just getting it done. Looks like he's going to have a huge night.
Splitter, that's good.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
And here is Green. Pass to Thibault. It's tipped. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's guarded by Love. Here's Thibault. The kick out to Oladipo. Now Nance. Thibault for three. And Splitter pulls it down.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Brewer. Shot clock at 5. Here's Mobo. Drops in the layup for 2.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Now here's Thibault. Off target from three-point range.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance.